Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery. 22 veterans a day in this country take their own lives. We'll bring it up every video. Vets, you have a place here. You fought for us. Let me fight for you by raising awareness. That's all I can do, so that's what we'll do. We back to blue over here. Scab, how do you do that? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. It'll take one time, I promise. You just got to stay in that fight and get help. That's a big part of it. Well, we're back in the saddle again. We're going to do a little something different today. We're doing the off-grids knife, backcountry blackout, and the off-grid knives Viper. We're going to do a little combo simply because I love off-grid, and we got a bunch of knives to do, a bunch of catching up to do, so let's get it done. Now, I've said this a million times, I'll say it a million more. Y'all find out I'm the most redundant human being that's ever lived. I also can't find my knife. That's why I'm killing some time here. Old Scab looking good there. You know, just like the car that keeps driving by looking at me. Bless your heart. Now, here's the deal, guys. This is what I was going to say. My testing videos are simply this, to see if you might like the knife. I never claim to do some big comprehensive, 30-day test. I never have, never will. Now, I carry knives all the time. I carry a ton of knives, and I use knives all the time. Now, some with the job, some I just do for the channel. What I'm trying to show you here, that's how that knife, that's the Viper. Tonto blade, was a good look at it. My editing skills, what can you do? Old Scab's legs hurting him today. I fell all over the place. My goal with these videos is just to give you an idea of the knife. Would you like to try it out? Something like that. Just a quick look at it. I don't claim to have some comprehensive thing. Now, some of them, yeah, because I use them all the time, like the Preacher and all that. But these knives here I've had for a couple weeks. I enjoy using them. Y'all see how that Viper fit into my hand? I actually like that knife. It's thick, it's tough, it's durable. This backcountry, I will say this, as far as the handle goes, was one of the more comfortable handles I've ever used. It's G10. It contours to the hand really, really well. Now, the knife is pretty balanced. Is it a true chopper? No. But could you use it? Absolutely. And that's kind of the point. We hack up these palmettos. If you've ever been to Florida, you know the palmettos are everywhere. So I just want to show you a couple different things. I really have enjoyed carrying this knife. I think I'm going to break down probably next week and get the off-grid Alpha Dog. It ain't breaking down. I want it. It's a great knife. But again, these are just to show you just some little stuff. And, about half the time I'm going to hold the stuff off camera so you can't see it. That's just kind of what I do. Here's old Scab. Being a little more conscientious about it. I got to tell you, after a day in the office, son, listening to videos and taking tests, it's wore me out. So it was good to get out here. Comfortable day, not as cold as yesterday. Really, really nice. There's that old patented Scab 27 chopper maneuver there. Now this stick was super, super dry. The backcountry did a great job with it. Cleaned it off. I would say this would be a good one, like for a backpacking trip, a camping trip, a hunting trip. There's old Scab looking mean at the camera there, son. What are you doing? A little feather sticking right here. Just getting it done. Now remember, when I see this video, I'm looking at it for the first time like y'all are. So I'm as stunned as y'all are at some of the dumbass stuff I do. You just have to go with me on it. See? Now what am I doing? Oh yeah, gonna hit it a couple more times. There we go. Just, random stuff. Could have probably cut the camera off. There, old Scab looking again. Sometimes I'm checking to see if I'm still on camera, because God knows I'll hold that thing down around my waist a few times. Now let's see what we got here. Nice spear. Yeah, look at that form, son. Like Hiawatha running around out there. If Hiawatha weighed 320 pounds and looked like a banana. So, what are we doing now, Scab? Okay, we're going to bring out the Viper and do a little stick. Now, I've said this a bunch. I do have a bigger hand, a bigger maul part of my hand. But y'all can see now that Viper fits in there comfortably. It is G10. D2 steel. I'm really enjoying the Tonto blade. That'll come into play a little later on, but I've just enjoyed both of these knives. Normally we don't pair them up. No, normally I do their own thing, but I told y'all I'm kind of learning on the folders. and learning as we go. Now, here are the most hated vines in Florida. And a lot of this stuff, guys, let me go ahead and tell you before I have to hear a lot of bullshit on it. They got to come out. We're doing work all down this road, and it can't be in the line of sight or get in my way. So we take the off-grid and we just work on it. Now, some of this I did some chopping, and some of them, because if you ever mess with these vines, if you're in Florida and you never mess with these vines, if you want to test your knife, go out there and jump on some of them vines. They're everywhere. Usually they're very rubbery, very soft, and a little bouncy. Now, again, I'll say this, I got my Crocs on there, looking good, socks and Crocs, there we go. Now, here I decided to, I don't really know what the hell I was doing. Let's see, I'm trying to figure it out. I guess I didn't get a good view of myself, I don't really know. Probably could have edited that part out, but, you know, along with the Crocs and the socks. But, I mean, I'm 49, son. What do y'all want from me? And boots kill my feet. I've worn them for 35 years. So, man, I wish I'd have edited that out. Now, I'm just sword fighting this vine here, and it's not cooperating. I'm trying to act calm, cool, and collected. And again, if you think you can do it better, which I'm sure a bunch of you can, that'll be my next thing, the vine challenge. There'll be all kind of rules. Well, we don't have those vines here. I know, howdy doody. Just do what you can with it. Now, here we go. And y'all know I'm being smart, just playing. Because if it's a vine challenge, I'd use one of my big knives. And let me just say this to the guys at Off Grid. I know they are phenomenal people. They have really, I've read really good things about their customer service. I know they've taken care of my guy, the shredder, and just been on point with everything. And that Alpha Dog is a bigger knife. I'd like it. Now, it's not super long, but it is stout. It's a big, thick knife that I'm probably just going to go ahead and buy one next week. I think I'll do that. There we go. We'll go ahead and clean this thing off here. Let's see what we're doing there. I have really probably need to watch some of these before I do them. That'd take all the fun out of it though, wouldn't it? Alright, here we go. Now, we started off here. Megatron had just got home with a bunch of groceries, and I run out here to do this. I didn't realize she had 2 things of groceries, so I'm going to cut this off in a minute and have to go help her, because that's not a good look when you're out there playing with a knife and your wife's taking in 10,000 bags. Of course, she don't ever say nothing. She just loads it up and goes. You know, I think sometimes she just wants to get out the front yard so the neighbor don't see her out here with me. I don't blame her, but I'm just saying. Now. I've used this Viper, man, all week long. And I played with it some last night, honing it. Y'all seen some of that. But I have put a lot of wear and tear on this blade, and I'll clean it up before it goes back to Kirk. Now, if you say, well, Scab, that ain't doing much, it's actually doing a lot, because I've cut string. This is a phone cord. I strip back wire every day. We usually have to clear brush every day, and at some point I'll have to make 2 or 3 spears to throw at JC every day. So I do use knives a lot. Now, yeah, I had just run in there to try to save face. I think I wound up taking like 1 thing, but you know, it all counts. I'll do dishes tonight. We'll be in good shape. Now, there we go. Got some good strips there. Now again, guys, I've showed y'all a million times. A lot of times I'll come out here and cut this stuff clear in 2, and that is not what you want. You want to let the knife do the work. Now, if you'll notice right here, since we're doing a little more up close, see how that thing fits in the hand? I mean, it really does. And this is some old paracord here that I just had. Like I said, all my other stuff's in another truck. But, you know, you adapt, you overcome. You do all those things like you do. So we blow through it right here. Did some pretty good cuts right here. I mean, I always try to mix it up with a little bit of slashing, a little bit of cutting, a little bit of chopping. Here's some of them this is that old nylon flat mule tape type stuff that they tie trees up with that I despise. So you've seen now, both knives are really, 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 really good. I really enjoy both of them. Are very comfortable. I can't say that enough. And both of them are moderately priced. I don't think either knife's over $70. I really don't. In this day and age, for D2 with G10, that's really, really good. Both handle very well. Both are very balanced. I could use them all day long. Now, we come to the part with the Donnie B all day drop test. Probably one of the most important tests in the history of mankind. And I really did drop the Viper. No damage was done. Let's see here. Will it stick this time? Oh, yeah. Balance knife. As part of this test, one, I like doing it because I stole it from Donnie B all day. Two, I just like going out there and dropping a knife. And that is the neighbor's yard. And like I told y'all, we have to do it quickly. Some pretty good throws right here. Now see, it stuck. That's the Viper. Or I'm sorry, that was the, whichever one it was, kind of jammed in there. Both have pretty good penetrating power. Let's see, let's back up here a little bit. Boom, stuck it. Let's see. Old Scab looking nimble over there. Oh, look at that move. Quick, son. Speed, athleticism. Bam, right there. Now, let me tell y'all this. Right there, the lock gave, but I did not engage the safety lock from then on. From that point on, I did. Anytime you're using the liner lock, if it's got a secondary lock on it, if you're going to do something like that, you need to engage it. I engaged it, didn't have another lick of problem. Well, guys, listen, we got about a minute left, and there you go. You know you're going to have parts of this. Yeah, there you go, Scab. Brilliant, son. Y'all'd be disappointed if I did everything perfect. I'm hoping at some point here, there we go. I finally looked up when I'd cut the bottle just 1,000 times. But you see the Tonto point there, good penetration. Come on, Scab. Let's see what you got. Okay, there we go. Now, I like this. It just cuts smooth through there, and you see, Scab, it should. Yes, it should. Yes, it should. That's why I'm telling y'all. Y'all can make a knife do whatever you need it to do. You can sharpen it up. You can hone it. And I, above all people, believe me, I understand that. Again, it's just showing you a couple things. These knives aren't, I think they're both under a month or two old. Don't have a whole lot of use on them. So y'all are seeing some of the heavier use that's been on them. Well, guys, I love you. God bless you. Man, it's good to be back doing these kind of videos. I've got some stuff in that's going to blow your mind. I'm Scab. You're not. And I'm gone.